This is Gabriel Niobudai Togba Sean with yet another edition of Community Watch. I'm coming your way from Teshie Camp 2 Basic School within the Lejokuku municipality. And today, a library has been inaugurated or opened for the pupils of this school where they will be learning to progress in their academics. And it's an initiative between the Ghana Education Service within the district or the municipality and African Youth Initiative Centers. And we have a number of the pupils right there in the library. Later in the program, I'll be getting closer to them to interact with them as they study. But before then, I have with me here a lead person in this initiative to detail us on what exactly they are up to within the Teshie Camp 2 Basic School. Community Watch is all about highlighting the positive initiatives in a quest to make our society a better place. So, welcome, Nisabang Laye. What inspired the move for this initiative? What brought about this initiative?
The primary thing, is, simply put, is love of reading. I loved reading, and I can see children around me also love reading. And I didn't like the fact that there was no library in this area at all. So the idea is to have places like this where any children that love reading, or if they don't, we teach them how to read.
Okay, so what has gone into this project? When did it start, and what was the funds spent on it so far? How much did it cost?
Yeah, so 5 years ago, we formed the initiative. And we started off in a different part of town. And then we have our own building in one part of Teshie, in a place called Guest Inn. So 4 years ago, we started there. And since then, just last year, we decided to work with the schools. So we talked with the director of education. He warmly welcomed us to refurbish their library and open it for not just the students here, but for all students and for all young people in the local area.
Okay, so what does the project entail?
So it entails three things. Our program is, as we have mentioned our theme here, is about education, mentoring, and recreation. So you combine the two together, you have a powerful program where children come and learn, but we know the best way they learn is by playing. So we have some recreation, but there are also some children who have learning difficulty because there's so many kids in their classroom. Not everybody can learn the same way. So we do mentoring, where one-on-one. Our workers will work with each student that is struggling and give them personal assistance to improve their literacy and education in general.
This is impressive. Three things.
Yes, so at the top here.
Education, mentoring, and recreation. We have a saying that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So there is learning in there is recreation in there is mentoring. So they are able to reach the height that their models have also reached and contributing meaningfully to the development or betterment of this nation. Hello, Mrs. Watson. A moment. We understand you are doing a great work with this project, supporting it financially and through other means. What inspired you to channel your energies towards this direction, education?
Well, we wanted to do something more for the community, and then when I met Bishop and I learned about what he was doing, I said I was very inspired by Bishop's work and I wanted to get involved immediately. Yeah, you know, it's just one individual who, this is his hometown, and he said, I want to give back to my community, and I think that is really inspiring. Yeah, I think everybody should be, yeah.
How has the journey been? Challenging, fulfilling? Well, how would you describe it?
Yeah, definitely both.
That's right.
Like challenging and fulfilling. Of course, once you overcome those challenges, like when you don't give up and you keep going, then you get a lot of sense of fulfillment from that. Yeah.
Thank you very much, and we hope for more. So come along now, let's enter the library and then speak to the pupils there. So I'm in the library now, and several of the children or the pupils are right here with their books in front of them. There are several categories of books. This section has Wolo, or books on the Ga language. Then I see storybooks there. There are books on mathematics, on science, on religious and moral education. So time up. Let me get to our wards, the pupils, to engage them. Hello. How are you all doing? Good. So when I came in, I noticed you were very busy. What were you up to? Who can tell me? What were you doing? You were reading. Okay, so who is able to read a passage to our hearing? There are thousands of people watching you out there. So they want to know how you are utilizing this facility. Who is ready to read? Okay, let me go to the extreme right. What's your name?
Daniela.
Daniela. Daniela. Good. So, what's the title of this book?
The Deep Dark Woods.
The Deep Dark Woods. Okay, so which section are you reading?
Okay, I want to start from here.
Okay.
Beware, beware, the dark woods. Do not go far from the pool. Be good. Be Jack doesn't listen. Jack isn't scared. Quick as we can, let's go, let's run. Join me, Dan. It will be good fun. It is cold in the woods, full of shadows and mist.
Okay, full of shadows and mist. Okay.
This is no fun. Can we go now, Jack? But Dan, I am not sure how to get back.
Clap for her. Oh, no, me, I want the other one. I want the pa. Isn't that what we all know? Okay, so please clap for her again. Very good. So, why is it essential? Why is it important for you as pupils to frequent or to visit the library often? Who is able to answer? Good. Why is it important to you to be visiting the library?
To speak good English.
To speak good English. Clap for him. How about you?
To improve our vocabulary.
To improve our vocabularies. Clap for her too. How about you? Who next? Don't tell me it's only for 2 reasons. Okay.
To learn new things.
To learn new things, including vocabularies. To improve our vocabulary. How about you?
It promotes unity.
It promotes unity. Isn't it beautiful to have all these pupils here working together, collaborating? The world is now about networking. If they are able to relate to each other at the basic level, at the secondary level, many of them are likely to be found at various points. But in the future, because of this foundation they've laid for themselves, they are likely to still come back, collaborate, and then help themselves to progress in life. Any last contribution from you? Okay.
To learn new stories.
To learn new stories. Very, very important. So now we know that they are also aware about the need to take their studies serious and to be visiting the library frequently. So it's really come timely, and we pray that they are able to excel and for us to have libraries being created elsewhere for other pupils to benefit from. I have with me here the manager for the facility and also another worker here to join us to wrap up on this conversation. So they are now leaving, departing to their classrooms because they came over here during break time and break is over. So they are all departing. It's been a refreshing moment with them. But I have with me here a young man and a young lady who manage this library. So how is this place going to be managed such that it is judiciously used and for the pupils to really maximize this resource?
Okay, actually, we are here to monitor the proceedings, and this is not government related, but we are being paid monthly to actually monitor this place. And at the end of each month, we actually write a report for an assessment. And looking at the workers we've been here, we have the passion to do this work and also help the kids. So I think that even without any supervision or any monitoring, we'll be able to keep the work going.
So there is a revelation that apparently they are not government workers. They've been engaged by those who funded this project. So they are paid every monthly to work, which is impressive. I see about 4 of them here. So to think that a private individual would take this upon himself or upon themselves to fund the project and to get volunteers to pay them to manage the facility, I feel is very, very important. So what's the arrangement in place in terms of the scheduling to ensure that the children are able to be frequenting or coming over to learn?
Okay, so actually we have them in badges. Okay, and we've created a youth committee from P6. So they are the ones that would actually take the number of people that would come in daily. So apparently we take about 25 in a day. And then also we have recreational activities that we do in order to attract more kids in here. So we have puzzles, we have drawing, we have painting and all that. So by doing that, we engage them and then we talk to them more and then tell them the importance of being here. And then we do a lot to attract the children. Impressive. Sometime later we'll visit and see the progress they've made following your involvement or engagement with them. We wish you the very best on this journey.
My name is Madam Ruth Mokoboy. I'm the head teacher of Teshie Camp 2 KG stroke Primary B. Formerly, our library was in a bad shape. The building was there, but there were no books. Should I say it wasn't activated at all? So looking at the people's performance in reading, it's very bad. So when this NGO, who is Mr. Saban Lai, approached me, the enthusiasm I had to also add my voice to it makes this library a reality. And now we have a nice library which all the peoples are very happy about. Today, I'm very happy and the children are also happy. We are hoping the best for the future in reading because they like what they are seeing. Already the happiness and the enthusiasm the children are having when they are coming to the library is giving us a bright future. I promise a bright future in reading for our children. I'll thank the NGO very well for their kind benevolence. Teshie Camp 2 Primary B is calling upon all philanthropists and NGOs to come to our aid to help the school in all diverse ways. We are calling upon everyone to come to our aid, which we know education is the key and is on the heart of a lot of people. So we open our arms for everyone who wants to come to our aid to help us with classrooms, which we need more because this is the only public school around the area. People come from all sorts of places far away to come to school here. Our classrooms are very limited. So we are calling for philanthropists to come to our aid to give us extra classrooms to help these children out. Thank you.
Thanks for staying with me here on Community Watch. Welcome to the second part of the program where we'll be telling you about some grievances that some elders of Teshie are having over management of their land resource. They are saying that a private developer is taking undue advantage of them and misappropriating their lands. So let's see what the concerns are as we move to engage the parties later to find lasting solution to this challenge or how best it can be addressed.
Awo! 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 Agbaye! Obrekucho! Esu! Enawena! Mano mania! Adibakoto! Awo! Awo!
My name is Paul Aposua. I'm the Traditional Secretary for Teshie Traditional Authority. There has been so many development going on this land entirely, the whole stretch of this land. If you look far from my left, you can see a shopping mall being constructed, a giant shopping mall. I learned this shopping mall is known to be international shopping mall. The people of Teshie and the Teshie Traditional Authority don't know anything about whatever is being developed on this land. If you look at the entire area, there is one particular person being mentioned, Kofi Diame. We wonder why we will sit on our land and then a whole stranger, that is another person, will come and take a whole stretch of our land and he will be granting it to people that we don't even know anything about. You will see the entire traditional people here. We have the Asafo Chairman, the Woye. They are all here today for the consultation they had with our gods that we should come here and come and perform custom to claim our land. So if you see us this morning on this land, we are here to reclaim our land. Kofi Diame, we don't know him anywhere. Wherever Kofi Diame is doing on this land, we are telling him today to stop it and come and see the family. The family don't know what he's doing here. And I don't think me as a Gan can go to Volta region, go and take a vast land like this, vantage point like this, and then be granting it to people. If you see us today, we are highly disappointed. Sometimes you report these issues to the police for police to come and make arrests. The moment they come, when they take the arrest, they find out we don't hear anything again. When you go back to the police, they don't tell us anything. So we are telling the government to come into our aid with this issue. This place is just close to Spinters Road. Teshie is known to be the center point of Accra, where everywhere you want to fly, you can easily go. So that doesn't mean we don't know what to do with our land. Kofi Diame should come and tell us. If we see any developers here again, we will mass up. We will come. The whole Teshie will come and take everybody away from here. We will sleep here. We will come here every day. If he has the land gas that he thinks he can use to frustrate us, no, enough is enough. We don't want to use land guard on our land. We don't know any land guard on our land. Kofi Diame should come and tell us who gave him the land. We are telling the general public to also join us in this fight so that we will reclaim our land. We went to court. An injunction was also placed on him for nobody to work here. Even though the injunction is pending, still we see development going on every day here. Oh, the next action is for us to keep coming here to make sure whoever is working here should be stopped. And if the person doesn't stop, then maybe the government will come and carry all of us here to go and bury us. The land belongs to Teshie people. We've been in Teshie for 1710, and you know definitely we have judgment that covers our land. We have a Supreme Court judgment that even established our possession of this place. And moreover, there is a 1952 judgment that has given clear boundary demarcations between our neighbors, our neighboring towns, Nungwa and La. So I don't know who will come here and say that this place is whoever gave the land to Kofi Diame should come and tell us. For us, that is what we want to know. Already, we got one of our elders who we know he maneuvered some dubious documents for him. That document has been challenged. And one of our elders have been put to court for double sales of land. So if he's relying and still relying on that particular document, we want to tell the general public and he, Kofi Diame, that the document is relying on is not the document to operate this land. And we are coming to take our land back.
It will be recalled that the government of Ghana, through the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, released about 60 acres of unused bare land to the La Traditional Council after the council had petitioned government to that effect. Indeed, the disbursement and subsequent sale of this released land established the foundation of this morning's press conference. The media present, fellow citizens of La, it is shocking to note that in the transaction, only 17 acres of the released land came to the La traditional authorities, with the remaining 43% going to the government, the Civil Aviation Authority, and private developers. In the MOU that consummated the transaction, the people of La did not only lose 43 acres of the land to the government, but also lost, arguably, the biggest and the only surviving community park in La, the La Aviation Park. By the loss of the park, 38 private and government schools and 10 lower division clubs will be denied the use of the park, including over 50,000 non-professional footballers. The transaction in its entirety poses several questions to elements of the La Traditional Council, especially the Mankralo and Shikiteri, to answer. Question number one: why must they renegotiate the lease on the land when the current lease has about 25 years to expire? Question number two: why was the lease extended to 99 years when the new trend is now 50 years? Question three: as the Mankralo and the Shikite got the capacity to release a stool land, why was this transaction conducted only days after the demands of the La Manche? Why did the government sublease 17 acres to La when they are the original owners of the land? Question number 6: why was the supposed agent in this transaction be rewarded with 2 plots and additionally purchase 6 acres to sell, which is now selling for over $1.5 million per acre, having bought the said land cheaper from the La elders? Question 7: why must the La Traditional Council hasten to support the creation of modern estate houses for aliens and strangers, whilst creating zombies for a whole? Having shown extreme incompetence, lack of foresight, and insensitivity to the needs of the community during the transaction with government, we call on the Mankralo, Shikite, and Okpoi-Gonno to immediately resign their positions on the Traditional Council. We are also calling for immediate dissolution of the La Traditional Council, as the current members have brought the sacrosanctity of the council into disrepute and public ridicule. Indeed, they represent their own interests and not that of the good people of La.
words that they use were inappropriate and not deserving of those calling themselves concerned and then responsible youth. To use such words on their elders, ignominy, meaning public shame, unimaginable lack of transparency, and then you go on to say we are incompetent, extremely incompetent, we lack foresight, and go on to call for our resignation without providing concrete grounds for those. So looking at their conduct and the two documents that I have cited, we are at a loss what they actually want. We don't know whether it's just the quest to attack the characters of some of us, or they really have a genuine concern. They are not being coherent. You do a press conference, you do a demonstration, you present a petition. What are you up to? Why don't you wait to follow through what you started with the petition and then the demonstration? I don't know whether they've gone back to the MCE, because we've not heard from the MCE that they should substantiate their allegations. And then they come with the same spurious allegations, saying that we've sold 6 acres to an agent, and the agent is selling for $1.5 million per acre, that we gave the agent 2 plots. We don't know that any agent have sold any land for $1.5 million per acre. What they should have done was to show you the receipt. That agent so and so sold the land that we gave to him at $1.5 million, as they have shown you the MOU. They cannot pick and choose. They showed you the MOU. They should show you the receipt of the $1.5 million and the document showing that the agent that we used have sold the land. They can't engage the media and then base their submissions on speculations and unfounded allegations. So everything that they are putting out there are based on allegations. Based on allegations. We've done an arrangement with government. If you have a concern, come clear, but not to put out allegations and then attack our characters and then call for our resignation. So in a nutshell, they've not dealt with us fairly. Their conduct has been very disrespectful, and the facts that they've put there, I'm not going to call them facts, the information that they've put there are wild allegations that they need to prove. We negotiated in the best interest of the town and with the advice of a senior lawyer. If you look at the MOU, point 14 states that the AU village will remain, will not be renewed. We did it for a reason. We did it for a reason because we fought over it and government ignored us. We went to the Supreme Court and then we lost. Were they expecting the same thing for us to take on government to court and then at the end of the day we lose and lose everything? No. No. That is why we negotiated with government and made government aware that what we were bitter over, we are not going to include it in this arrangement. It was a bit of a tussle, but they have to accept it. Point 14 in the MOU, we ring-fenced AU village 30 acres. That will come back to law when the original lease expires. So we didn't go to do things in our own interest or in our personal interest. And per se, whatever thing we did, I don't think any have gone into anybody's personal interest. Every arrangement that we've done concerning that land was through due process.
We end today's edition of Community Watch here on Metro TV with me, Gabriel, ni Obodai Togbo Ashon Kwauso, ably assisted by Rosemary Koko Anyigba and Joshua Taria Adom together with Joseph Frimpon. Make time with us next week for yet another unique edition